Hi guys, today we are going to work in our Google Drives for a little bit. We're going to get them organized. We're going to review creating assignments, how to share assignments, and then ultimately submitting these assignments in the assignment tracker, as well as keeping all of our assignments organized. So we're going to start with our Google Drives, which is going to be super important this semester. Hopefully you're familiar with them and this will all be reviewed. On your Chromebooks, to get to your Google Drive, you're going to click on the little triangle icon, and that'll take you straight to your Google Drive if you've logged in with your Pitt County Schools email account. Once you click on that icon, you should get your drive, which will look something like this. Now, mine has lots of folders, lots of assignments, because I use my Google Drive for everything. Hopefully, after this semester, you'll have lots of stuff, and probably my guess is that many of you have stuff already left over from last year. So the first thing we're going to do, if you haven't already done it, is create folders for our classes. Now, as you can see, I have lots of folders, and I've color-coded several of them just to sort of help me keep them separate. You can choose to color code or not, it's totally up to you. But if you'll come right over here to this red Create button on the left side of your screen, once you click on that button, you will get a menu that will allow you to choose what it is you would like to create. So we're going to start with folders, and the first folder you need to make is obviously going to be English 4. And you can put Lane up there if you like, or you can just put English 4. That'll help you later. My honor students can obviously put honors and hit the create button, and you'll see that the folder shows up in your list of things for your drive right here, and it also shows up right over here. On this side of the screen is where you can change the color if you like. So you can click the little drop down menu and go to change color, and we'll make this one, let's make it purple because I love purple. You'll see that it changes the color of the folder up here as well as over here on this side. Now, if you need to go ahead and make folders for your other classes assignments, you need to click back on My Drive, and it'll take you back to your main screen, and you can create another folder. Let's say you need a folder for advanced functions. Okay, so you can create that folder, and we'll hit create there. And you see it shows up right here in our menu, and it shows up over here. And let's say we want to make this one, we'll change the color of this one to gold, purple and gold, or macaroni according to Google. So let's go back to My Drive, and since you're going to be working primarily with my English 4 assignments, we'll go back into that folder to start making some documents. So what I would like for you to do now, just to practice making a document, is inside of your English 4 folder, I want you to hit the Create button. Now what this is going to do, once you hit Document, because we're going to work through a document, it's going to put that new document in the English 4 folder. That's one way that you can organize your documents, by starting with the folders. Let's go up here and let's make a good rule of thumb that every new document you create, you rename it as soon as you create it. I often see students leave untitled document. They have no idea what those documents contain. So make sure you change the name, and we're just going to call this Practice 1. And I'm going to put my last name. Actually, I'm going to put my first initial and last name, so that when I turn it in, that'll be at the top of my paper. So hit OK. And we can just type a short note. This is my practice assignment for Miss Lane. Okay. Now, a couple of very important things that you need to take care of before you can turn in this assignment. You need to make this a habit. Every time you create a new document, it's going to make that document private only to you. Well, if you turn the document into me like this private, I cannot see it. So get in the habit of always clicking this blue share button, and you get this new menu here. You want to change the access. Always hit the change button. You want anyone with the link, so it's the second one right here, anyone with the link, and then come right down here and change it to can comment. That will allow me to make comments on your document every time. You hit save and done. And you see how the share button has now changed? It's no longer a lock. It shows a link that anyone that gets this link can view it. Okay? So we're going to go back. I'm going to leave this document open, and I'm going to show you how now this is located in your English 4 folder. If I click back to my drive, I don't see that document just hanging out here with all these random ones. I have to click right in that English 4 folder to make sure that it's there, okay? If you don't want to go through the folders and you just want to log into Google Drive and you want to instantly create a new one, you can do that. You can go right here, create a new document, and again, it's untitled. So we can say this will be practice 2, and I'm going to put my name on it. Okay. This is another practice. I'm going to get in the habit of changing it to anyone with the link can comment. Okay. And I can hit done now. Okay, now if I close this one out, I'm going to see that it has shown up here in my list of documents. And that's just kind of messy. So let's say you do that by accident and you're like, oh crap, I need to move that to my folder. We can do that in one of two ways. You can click this box right here and you'll get a little folder icon at the top, and then you can select which folder you want to put it in. Or you can choose this assignment. Let's open it up. Let's say you're working on it and you're like, oh yeah, I need to put this in my English 4 folder. Again, you have the folder icon here, and if you click on that, it'll give you the option again to move it. So I want to move it into English 4. There we go. Okay, now once I click back on my English 4 folder, I can see both assignments there. Okay, and everything will be housed in one specific location. Now, the last thing we want to look at is how to turn these assignments in. So I've left my Practice 1 document open on purpose. When you're ready to complete an assignment, you will go right to Lane's class. Most of you probably already have that open, and you'll click on our English 4 link. And remember, I showed you where the assignment tracker is. Now, depending on which class you're in, you'll choose either honors or standard. You'll click there. You'll fill this information out. And we're just going to call this one practice. Now, this is where it's very important. You'll click back on your document. Right up here is the link to the assignment. On your Chromebooks, you will have to hit Control and C to copy in Google Drive. And then when I go over here, I'm going to hit Control V to paste it. My MacBook's different, so I'm going to have to go over here and hit Apple C on the MacBook and Apple V to paste it. And I get this long link here. I don't have any additional information. I need to check my honor code and hit submit. Make sure you get this message from Google saying that your response has been recorded. If you get that message from Google, that means I have your assignment. If for some reason you don't get this message or it says there was an error, then no, I do not have your assignment. Okay? I can close out my assignment tracker now because I don't need that anymore. And any changes that you make to this document, so let's say we go back and we add number 1, number 2, number 3, I will see those changes when I log into your assignment. Okay, so you do not need to repost every assignment simply because you made a change. I will see the latest version every time you update it. Okay. If there are any questions about making assignments, submitting them in the assignment tracker, or sharing them, you need to let me know. Please let me know after this video is complete. The last thing I want to show you is how to make a copy of an assignment. This week you're going to start working on your Defining Our Society assignment, and the very first activity is a Google document that you will have to make a copy of. So once you make that, I have it set up so that no one can write on this. You can only view it. If you would like to write on it, you will have to go over here to File and click right here, Make a Copy. That's going to change it. The best rule of thumb, it's going to ask you to rename it. Take out where it says Copy Of and put your name. And then you can leave the title of the assignment. Okay? Hit OK. Now it's yours. It's got your name on it. And now you can write on it. You can take your notes in the assignment. And when you finish with your copy, you will have to submit it with the link in the assignment tracker, just like we do the regular documents. Now, once you make a copy, you may want to move it. So look, we have this folder icon. can click right here. This is for Lane's class, so I'm going to put it right here on English 4, move it, and I'm good to go. Okay? If you have any questions about making documents, making folders, making copies, let me know, and we will move on from there. Thanks, guys.